Hi guys, welcome back to the James Bond Show. I'm your host, Krazy Kajeevie, with no fears, limits, or substitutes. The bad boy of James Bond is back. And this is just a very short video, guys, to talk about the sad news that original James Bond theme composer and the composer for the classic and original James Bond film in 1962, Dr. No, Monty Norman, has passed away, aged 94. I was cleaning up at home, just doing stuff here, and the news was on in the background, and I heard the sad news that he had passed away. Officially, the date was the 11th of July. I hadn't heard this today. I've kept very busy and I've been out and stuff like that. So, yeah, this is kind of a bit of a shock. It was only a few weeks ago I was thinking to myself, wow, Monty Norman is still alive. And 2 nights ago, it was 2 nights ago or three nights ago, I watched Dr. No again. And I said to you guys on one of my videos that I'm going to watch a James Bond film tonight. And I pretty much always go back to the ones that I consider classic James Bond films, and the ones I love. And the 3 James Bond films I love probably more than any other, even though some others are creeping up into that top 4, top 5. And I will be doing a full new list very soon on my... I'm going to completely rank all the Bond films, but basically they are Dr. No, For Your Eyes Only, License to Kill. That's my 3. And I will say that Live and Let Die is one I've fallen in love with a lot over the last 2-3 years, and Moonraker. But, so, Monty Norman, he's gone. I think it's crazy, you know, the other night when I was looking at Dr. No, I was like, you're dead, you're dead, you're dead, you're dead, you're alive. And the only one I can really think of, and in the comments, guys, let me know of who really is alive from Dr. No, maybe some crew or whatnot, but all the key collaborators apart from Ursula Andress is dead. And that's why these older classic Bond films like Dr. No, From Russia with Love, Goldfinger, Thunderball, you know, the big 4, the top, those first 4, they're a time capsule. They're a time capsule of the past. To look from production design, costume, how people act, talk. But of course, you know, seeing that these incredible contributors of the James Bond franchise that we all love so much, that they're gone. And now, you know, a big time one has gone. Now, some may say it may not be the time or place to say this, but me being me, very upfront, straight, honest, with no BS about me, I have to be honest and say this. After watching so many documentaries over the years and videos, etc., and there was one specifically I watched probably about 3 years ago about the fight between John Barry and Monty Norman as to who really wrote the James Bond theme. Now, as diehard James Bond fans know, and maybe some who are new to the channel and kind of lukewarm fans probably don't know, is that Monty Norman, he was asked to write the score for Dr. No, the first Bond film. So this was kind of happening around between 61, obviously, and 62. And he had a score piece from an Indian play he was doing called The House of Mr. Bishwa. Hope I've pronounced that properly. The House of Mr. Bishwa. So when he was asked, I mean, look, it was all rushed with Dr. No. It was very low budget. He was paid a limited amount of money. He was actually flown over to Jamaica, and he was asked to put this score together, and he did it. It was all kind of rushed. Now, Cubby Broccoli and Harry Saltzman asked John Barry, who was an up-and-coming composer at the time, they asked John Barry to rearrange the James Bond theme. Now, there's no doubt when you hear original parts of what Monty Norman was working on, and then you hear not just the end piece that John Barry did, but you actually hear tracks, pieces of music that John Barry had scored around 1957, pieces of music he used. They are the second half of that James Bond thing. So I've always now, everyone's got their own opinion on this, and that's fair enough. But I think the evidence and the research shows that Monty Norman, the finished James Bond product we got, should have been credited as a co-collaboration between Monty Norman and John Barry, because literally there's a second half, a second part, and one day I'll do an in-depth video on this, of the James Bond theme, is John Barry's work from, I think, circa 1956, 57. You listen to that, and then you listen to what he did in 57, and you're like, that's his work. So he's put it in there, but all the credit went to Monty Norman. Now, I don't think that's fair. Would we have the James Bond theme today without Monty Norman? Of course not, no. So that's why I do believe when you see all the evidence, it should have been a co-credited piece of music. Now, Monty Norman, it was, I believe, back in around 99, there was an article that came out. I can't remember the name of, it was like a British rag came out and basically said that the James Bond theme should have been credited to John Barry as well. And so there was legal action. Monty Norman took action, and in 2001 he won at the time, which was £30,000 in defamation against that rag, and basically, you know, to make sure he had full writing titles on that piece of music. But that's my opinion. I'd love to know, guys, in comments below. Please drop a like and subscribe to the channel as well. But what you think about this? Rest in peace to him. He obviously had an incredible life. He was born in, I think it was Eastern London, 1928, to Jewish parents, and he's now gone. And he was a talent. He never got to write another James Bond score. He only did Dr. No, and well, I'm sorry, I have to say his part of the James Bond theme, because what we ended up getting with the rearrangement from John Barry was mind-blowing and incredible. But rest in peace to Monty Norman, composer of Dr. No and the James Bond theme. And thank you. Thank you for your work, Monty. Thanks, guys. Wow, I'm sorry, I'm just in shock. Normally I'd be, you know, jumping around and signing off, but I can't even think straight. This one's just really hit me. So, yeah. Keep on bonding, guys, and say hi to your mum for me, and drop a like, subscribe, and share the channel with your friends. See ya.